it's a weird feeling, just like all the uncertainty, you kind of don't know. Every day you get different news, and at this point it kind of seems like it's like a lot of bad news, and it's only going to get worse. So that it's a weird time. It's a time where we're all coming together, and just like we're coming together in a time when we're all separate in a way. We're trying to
Right.
work with something together, but we're all trying to stay in our own lanes and do our own part. And it's kind of
Mhm.
frustrating too, because you see some people that don't take it as seriously. You see like all these different sides of the argument of like, is it this bad? Is it going to get worse? And yeah, it's just like a time of uneasiness that I think we're all just trying to power through. For me, I'm lucky because I live with my brother. So
Okay.
that's been helping, just having like a family member here. We haven't even been wanting to like go. I mean, I'm originally from San Diego. Currently, we're in LA. We haven't even wanted to go home to like see our family, just because we don't have any symptoms or anything. But we just don't know how contagious we are. If even if we don't have symptoms, and I
Right.
mean, at NBC Universal, we're all working from home, so it's like a different era of working. Instead of like going and talking to somebody, you're like voice chatting, you're zooming. Like even getting like our bosses to like cope with that is all different.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see. It's weird that we have to do it that way, but it's cool to see that like the technology, we're still able to function like as a complete corporation across the board.
As this drags on, is there anything that you are particularly worried about, either in your industry or with yourself, or just with the society at large?
We don't know how long it's going to last. And like even from like my own personal opinion, like if this ban goes away to where we're allowed to like basically go back into society, there's still like this feeling of like, do I want to go back in fully? If like we're even though like we're doing it probably like to boost our economy and get that back going, and all of those issues that are coming with the coronavirus, it kind of is like this personal responsibility too. Like, do we want to just throw ourselves back in there? Like everybody's talking about like, oh, like I miss all my friends and I miss seeing them so much. And then it's like, okay, but like if the ban goes away momentarily, like are we gonna just
Mhm.
immediately throw ourselves back in there? So that's something that I'm kind of worried about, to see how everybody's going to deal with that. Just because when that does happen, at least like we have our own stats right now of how the infection rate's going, how the cases are going up and up. But as we go back in, it's just going to boost up those cases again, just because we're all going to be exposing ourselves to each other. From
Yeah.
like an industry perspective, I'd say it's kind of difficult too, because when you're in like the movie industry, you kind of rely on people to go to the movie theaters, and that's one of the places where people are going and just being interactive with other people, whether it's concessions or whether it's just sitting next to somebody in a movie. So the whole movie experience is different now too. So we've been trying to release movies in different ways, trying to like utilize the online platforms we have, but at the same time, it's like how effective is that going to be? How much, obviously, how is that going to affect your profit margins? And I actually did a video where I kind of tried to study coronavirus itself, and try to at least get a lot of perspectives from different interviews with scientists. I read through like the World Health Organization, the CDC, like most people are doing. And a lot of it comes from this like level of uncertainty where they don't even know like what's
Mhm.
causing it, or like what essentially how to combat it. So I think once we understand that, then we can go back to like being full on, like a full on community, like interacting, high fives, shaking hands, hugs, and everything. But until we kind of know, then it's just gonna be like this weird, like this
Mhm.
protective measure, just because we want to protect ourselves, but also we want to protect our loved ones that are those that are more at risk. Even though it's like a time of crisis and it's a time of uncertainty and uneasiness, I think it's going to help us in the long run just be really like a lot more appreciative of the moments that we have in life, where we are seeing our friends, interacting with our family. But at the same time, it's also going to give us a lot of outlets for creatives to just create more work and to be more sure of themselves and come together as a community all together. So it's a bad
Yeah.
thing, but at the same time, like the isolation and stuff, if you spin it the right way and you use your time efficiently, I think it can be a really powerful tool.